Alright, hello everyone, how's it going? This is Christopher Zero, of course, and Mikey also here, and today we are back once again with P.A.C.K for 2022. Oh yeah! So P.A.C.K is Pigs and Cat Connections, where we take a look back at the year and a look forward at next year, too. So this year has been quite interesting. I gotta say it's probably better than last year, but we still have some ways to go, but we did get a lot done, so that was a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and take a look back at what we have released this year. So we may have not released as many videos as the previous 2 years, but we did get a lot of big projects out. So, we started off the year with Rider of Vengeance. That sort of bled over from last year. I filmed it last year, but I finally finished it this year, so it was great to get that out. We of course also finished off the year with Isemu. That was one of my biggest projects yet. It took a while to film, but I'm very glad that I finished it in time. Of course, we also made the Founding Fathers movie, something I wasn't too sure we'd make, but it was a lot of fun to make, to mess around with those guys and have a fun time. Then of course we released Johnny Thunder 4 as well, which was a lot of fun too. It was great to make another Johnny Thunder movie and sort of poke fun at some other adventure movies. I don't know which adventure movies I based it off of, just chose out of the hat, you know, just chose a random adventure franchise. It's not super popular, I guess. I don't know, you know how it goes. And this year we finally released Pirates of Shipwreck 3. I thought it was going to be a joke, a long-running joke, sort of like Half-Life 3, but we actually did it. We got Pirates of Shipwreck 3 out, so that was a lot of fun to make too. Sort of the Shipwreck verse was a lot of fun to explore, and I look forward to exploring it more in the future. It's going to be great, even pretty soon too. Maybe not for season 9, but I'm just gonna throw it out there. Season 10 might have some Shipwreck verse stuff. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Who's to say? And then of course we also released Guy and the Devil Volume 1, something that I intended to release last year, but I just ran out of time, but here we are now. It's based off of this comic book series that I used to make back in the day that is absolutely terrible. I don't know if I even have them anymore. They're stick figures and stuff, and the guy doesn't talk, so I guess it was probably easier to say, oh, I don't have to come up with any dialogue with this guy. He just stands there and kills stuff. There we go. And the devil does all the talking. He has like these magical powers and stuff, and he stabs people, you know, devil things. And yeah, so that was fun to get out. I tried to make it as stylized as possible, try to explore a different style there. So I'm looking forward to continuing with that style, which we'll be talking about soon. And then of course we also got Clever Squadron 3 out, you know, sort of a yearly tradition to get out Clever Squadron around the summertime. So that was a lot of fun too. It was, you know, a little more of an emotional tale this time. Usually we just sort of go for the silliness, but this time I wanted to add some of that emotion too, so that was a lot of fun. And explored a new time too. Usually we just have it take place in World War II, but this time we actually dived into the Korean War. And of course we also released All Is Fair in War, which was a lot of fun to make too. I had this idea for a while, so it was really satisfying actually making it. And then, of course, we also ended off the year a little before Isemu, but we also got the Hat Bureau 2 out, which is something I wasn't sure we'd ever make, but I was like, we gotta make the Hat Bureau 2, right? So, yeah, unfortunately we didn't get everything out that we said we would in 2021's Pigs and Cat Connections. Unfortunately, we did not get out Done in Smoke and Hell, which is going to be an anthology movie. We'll talk about that, though. So, yeah, I think it was a pretty fun year, personally. I had a lot of fun creating all of these projects. Of course, we got out a lot more of these shows too, like we got Pirates of Shipwreck Season 9 out, we got Men on the Moon Season 2, we got more Founding Fathers, we got most of quote-unquote Season 3 out and stuff like that, and more Sherlock videos and whatnot, so overall it was pretty fun. But now, it's time to go into the real stuff right here. We're talking about the future. Let's take a look. The Knight thinks he can stop me. Like he has time and time again. But this time, it's gonna be different, because he's old now. And I still have my youth on my side. Soon, I'll be unstoppable. The greatest threat the kingdom has ever seen. United 2 at last, yes. We were going to release United 2 last year, but we ran out of time, so we figured we may as well just shift it over into this year. So it's going to be one of our first projects, continuing off where we left off with United 1, where they meet some sort of mysterious figure. So we get to see more of that mysterious figure and see what Basil is up to. He's got some sort of evil plan that he has a lot of confidence in. And also, why is he so young? I mean, he said he's young, so I don't know. We're going to have to figure that out. I mean, what's going on there? So yes, United 2 is coming soon. I lost everything that day. Well, mostly just a hot dog, but that hot dog was my everything. It was the most perfect hot dog I've ever made. Just like that, it was gone. was at that moment I knew I had to get revenge.
Who did it? Who destroyed my hot dog?
I don't know what's wrong with me, man. He just goes by nails.
And what is that?
Clown guy. Hot Diggity Dog will follow a man on a mission of vengeance for his hot dog. The story will be super action-packed, but will also leave some room for emotion, too. Speaking of action-packed. Come on, man. Drive faster. Who knows who they're sending after us? Oh boy. Here they come. Four men, sir? Are you sure these guys are gonna be enough? Trust me, even one of these guys would be enough. But four... I'm in for a real surprise. Guy and the Devil Volume 2 picks up exactly where Volume 1 left off, and Guy and the Devil are now on the run as 4 deadly hitmen chase after them. The first Guy and the Devil was a fun start, but this time we're really going to put our all into it and make the best video we can possibly make. Detective Wells, are you sure this is such a great idea? I mean, you are a fantastic detective, of course, but I mean, like, these guys are just common criminals. Trust me, yeah, I know, I wish I could work with anyone else, but this is the only option we got, so we gotta work with them. Ah, great. You guys do know we're right here, right? Alright. Let's get to work. The Joe Cops are back once again. This time they're not alone. We've got a big crossover event with the Meet the Robbers cast, as well as Detective Jeremy Wells from his own stories, as well as even in Skull, too. So, this time they're taking down a mob boss that has control over the Meet the Robbers guys, in hopes that they can be freed by the Joe Cops. This is something I've been planning for a while, so it's excited to finally get to it. Speaking of something we've been planning for a while... We've been talking about Ian Turner for quite a while, but now it's time to stop talking and time to start doing. At the end of the year, we usually try to make a huge last video. Last year, it was going to be Rider of Vengeance, but that sort of got pushed off into this year. This year is Isemu, and this next year, it's going to be Ian Turner. These are just a few of the big projects we've got planned. I'm very excited to get started, but let's go ahead and jump over to series real quick before we end off this video. Alright, so this year, of course, we're going to be continuing the big four. We've got Pirates of the Shipwreck, which is going to be going on its 10th season. It's hard to believe it's already been 10 seasons. We just felt like it started yesterday, but here we are. So I'm excited to continue on with Season 10. It's going to be trying to make it the biggest season yet. We've got more seasons planned after this, of course, but Season 10 is going to be a lot of fun. Then we also have Men on the Moon Season 3. We just started off this season this year, so we're going to be continuing on the season and finishing off the season next year, so that's going to be fun. Of course, more Sherlock Holmes. I do have an idea for the finale, but we're not going to get there quite yet. Maybe we'll see the finale this year, I don't know. I feel like we do have a lot more stories to tell of Sherlock Holmes, so maybe not just yet. So more Holmes and Watson adventures coming up soon. And of course we have the Founding Fathers now. Unfortunately we did not get to finish the final 2 episodes of this 3rd arc this year, but I can promise you next year we'll be doing that. Just 2 more episodes left. And also we do have an idea for a 4th arc and potentially a 5th arc too, so there's still more Founding Fathers to come. It's not ending anytime soon. We of course have other shows coming back too, like the V.A. Pyre show, and actually that's coming back of course. And then we also have the Founding Fathers Presents. We sort of, kind of lapsed on that one last year. We made a few episodes of that, but we didn't actually make too many, so we're going to be continuing that this year, and hopefully making some more than just a few. So there we go, and of course we'll also be continuing with short films as well. That's not really a series, but that's something that we do here on the channel as well, so there we go. We hope you all have had a good year this year, and I hope next year is even better. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye!